Sadguru Sharanam. So how to overcome the fear of speaking English? That is the topic of this video, and I am going to give you an amazing idea to overcome that fear. So listen to the end and practice it. So is your mind going blank the moment you speak English? Yes, it happens. It used to happen with me also. So that's what I'm going to tell you about my own experience. So before we start, please subscribe our channel, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and comment. So welcome to English Guru's brand new episode. I am Ashalada Srijit. So I'll tell you my life experience. So when I came to stay in ashram, by the way, I was an inmate of Shantigiri ashram Trivandrum for a very long period. Before that, I used to stay with my parents at Kochi. My father passed away when I was 10 years, and after that I stayed with my mom, and I am very much grateful to my mom. You know why? Because she was so much particular about giving me a convent education. That's how I got the opportunity to do my schooling from the prestigious St. Theresa's Convent, Ernakulam. And after that, I completed my PG in English Language and Literature from Maharajas. I couldn't appear for the exams. You know why? It was at that time my mom was diagnosed with cancer and she was undergoing treatment, and I couldn't write the exams. And people who are very much close to us, they advised me to write the exams because the treatment was going on, no problem, but you can go and appear for the exams. But my guru told me, now exams are not that important. You have to look after your mother. You have to fulfill your duties to your mother. So do it, and we will take care of our PG and all later. And then I shifted from Ernakulam to Trivandrum, and my mom was admitted at Shantigiri Ayurveda Hospital, and I stayed with her for 6 months at the hospital. And after that, she passed away, and I was shifted to Shantigiri Ashram's quarters. And I started living there, and thus began my ashram life, proper ashram life. At that time, people from different parts of the world used to visit ashram. On many such occasions, I got the opportunity to be a translator. I used to translate Guru's words to them. In the beginning, I was really trembling with fear because I had to translate Guru's words. So that means real tough language. So I was thinking how to translate these words. It was like a Herculean task for me. But fortunately, Guru made it so simple for me. Guru used to speak simple sentences, and Guru pauses and asked me to translate that small sentence to them in English. So I became very much comfortable, and Guru gave me more and more opportunities like that. At that time, I didn't know I'm going to have a future in English language and literature. I just translated Guru's words. I was not at all bothered about improving my language at that juncture. And then Guru sent me as an English teacher to our school, Shantigiri Vidya Bhavan. At that time, I hadn't completed my PG. I only had the graduation. I was not a trained teacher, but I got the opportunity to teach there. Then a time came when it became necessary to take a B.Ed degree. And then Guru directed me to take B.Ed on distance mode. But then there was no option for taking a B.Ed degree on distance mode, and it became a real problem for me. But then within a few months, Indira Gandhi National Open University announced their professional B.Ed degree for untrained teachers. So you have to note that point. By that time, I had got 2.5 years experience in teaching, and I was an untrained teacher. IGNO's B.Ed was for these untrained teachers, and IGNO had announced this degree for untrained teachers who are having 2.5 years of experience in teaching and who are at the moment teaching somewhere. That criteria I had completed, and then the next step was to write an entrance exam to get an admission for IGNO B.Ed. And then I went to Ernakulam to write the entrance exam, and by Guru's grace, I cleared the entrance and I got admission for IGNO B.Ed. It was 2 years course, and I had to attend 2 workshops. Each year, 1 workshop. These workshops, consisting of 12 days each, could be conducted anywhere in Kerala. But fortunately for me, these 2 workshops were conducted at Ottapalam, at my mom's hometown. So I could easily attend the workshop staying at my mom's sister's house. Otherwise, it would have been very difficult for me because I was carrying my first child. So first year workshop, I was pregnant with my first child. These 2 years were very much critical for me. So the circumstances so evolved that I could attend these workshops so easily, staying at my mom's sister's house. And then came the question of completing my PG. After 10 or 12 years, I think I took my MA from Madras University. Once I completed my PG, Adaraniya Shishya Pujita one day called me and asked me to write NET. And in the second attempt, I cleared NET and now I'm here. And when Guru sent me to our school, Guru had actually asked me to teach moral science and spoken English. These two subjects. 2 hours, Guru had instructed me to teach at our school. And after so many years, one day Adaraniya Shishya Pujita also reminded me of taking spoken English for students. Now when I think of all these instances, I'm really surprised. I understand that Guru had actually planned all this for me. And during COVID time, I started my channel Life Divine. Actually, I began the channel just to teach my students. But then when people started asking me about my weight loss, then I thought of putting some videos on weight loss. And that videos got really popular. And now on Life Divine, we have almost 1,59,000 subscribers and our channel is doing very good. And recently, one of our young Jananis, Rishrekna Janani, she called me, she suggested that I should put educational videos. I told her, Jani, there are so many educational channels there, spoken English channels are there. What am I going to do there? Later, what happened is, I even had a dream. Somebody was telling me in my dream to start an educational channel. Again, I thought, why this is persistently coming in front of me? To add to my surprise, one of my old friends from Harajas College, she sent me a message. The message was like that you should start a spoken English channel because nowadays this communication skills, spoken English videos are very much in demand. You can do it, so you should start spoken English videos. Again, I gave her the same reply that I gave to Rishrekna Janani, and I just left it like that. I told you, I have dreamt about this. You should watch my video on dreams. I have uploaded on Life Divine channel. You should watch that. The relevance, the secret behind dreams, how things happening in our dreams to manifest in our life. So that's a very informative videos. The great dreams dreamt by the great scientists of the world. The dreams behind the world famous inventions. I have spoken about that topic on Life Divine. So please go and watch. You just think I was just ignoring so many people's suggestions. A few months just went like that. I was busy with Life Divine. But suddenly one day, the thought came to my mind that why don't I start a new channel for spoken English, exclusively for spoken English. And then within a few days, I started English Guru. Before 1 month, I was really confused as to what topic I should put on English Guru. Daily conversation videos, grammar videos, spoken English in Malayalam, so many channels are there. So I thought, what should I do in this scenario? What am I going to do here? And then suddenly, I thought of Guru's words, spoken English, moral science. So I got that thread, Eureka! I got that idea to take spoken English videos based on storytelling. That's how I took that first storytelling video. And with that single video, you all came and here I am sitting speaking with you. And we are almost now 5,000 plus subscribers. The channel is slowly growing. So what do you gather from this narration? That initially I also had the fear. This is how I began my journey with English language and the story behind English Guru. So the first thing that you should do to remove fear from your mind is that just come out of your comfort zone. That's what Guru made me do. Because when Guru asked me to translate in front of the foreigners, I was actually put in a do or die situation. So you also have to come out of your comfort zone. You should be brave enough to speak out this language. For that, you have to think that this language is not our mother tongue. This fear is basically out of the fear of embarrassment that we are going to face from others when we make mistakes. For that, I want to remind you one thing. English is not our mother tongue. So there is no need for you to be ashamed of making mistakes. Okay, so fix that in your mind. I have seen so many people from France, Spain, Italy. They are not at all bothered about making mistakes when they speak English. Actually, they speak broken English. What I have understood is they don't even consider knowing English as a prestigious thing. Because of this attitude, they are not at all afraid of speaking English. They just want to communicate their ideas, their thoughts, that's all. So we have to imitate them. We should not be obsessed with speaking correct English. We are also free to make mistakes. One practical tip I want to tell you is that inside your room, you can go and stand in front of the mirror and you can speak to yourself. You force yourself to speak English. Never switch back to your regional language. So that practice you can do. Nobody is there to laugh at you. Nobody is there to criticize or judge you. In the privacy of your room, you can really practice this skill. And another important thing is speaking a foreign language is actually developing a skill. You have to consider this aspect as a skill, because a skill can be developed through practice. That's why I told you in the last video that you have to practice, daily practice 15 minutes for just listening and then 15 minutes for reading aloud. And in the last video I have told you to read silently to feed your mind, and then you have to read separately for vocabulary, just 1 or 2 pages. So these are the tools, these are the methods, specific methods through which you can develop this skill. And then accept fact as fact. Learning a foreign language is really difficult when you are not living in such an environment. And then watch English series like Young Sheldon. It's my favorite. Each episode is, I think, of 20 minutes. First, you watch the episode without bothering about the language or anything else. Once you have finished watching, you just rewind it. Start watching it. But this time, it's not for watching the story, it's just for the language. So what you have to do is, after 2-3 dialogues, pause the video and repeat the dialogue, just imitating them by reading the subtitle. It's a very, very, very effective technique. You just try and see. The important thing I want to tell you is that keep it simple. Don't try to use fancy words. Just make it simple. Keep it simple. In the beginning, you just speak slowly. So standing in front of the mirror, you can decide your pace. You can speak slowly, word by word, sentence by sentence. Think in English. Only thing is that don't think in Malayalam and translate it into English. But take time and think in English. Forcefully think in English. And then speak small sentences. Describe whatever you see. I have shown you how to describe a picture in one of my videos. Whatever you see around in that room, just describe a flower, just describe the curtain, windows, your bed, whatever you see in front of you. Just start describing those things in small sentences. Just pause and simply say slowly. So you practice this daily. If you regularly do this in front of the mirror, within 1 week, you will get that confidence. And finally, the most important thing is that to learn a language, 4 skills are necessary. That is LSRW. That is listening, speaking, reading and writing. Okay, so listening, I have already told you how to listen. Speaking, I have given you so many techniques to speak out. Then reading. So 2 videos are there already for how to read. I have already explained how to read aloud, how to read silently, how to read for vocabulary. Please watch those videos, and I have also suggested some books for you. Just go through that. And then writing. And the 4th skill is writing. A lot of things have to be done for improving your writing skill that we will discuss in coming episodes. But I assure, if you practice these first 3 skills, naturally it's going to reflect in your writing. You will be appreciated by others, no doubt. ഇതൊക്കെ ഇനി ഞാൻ മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയേണ്ട ആവശ്യമുണ്ടോ? നിങ്ങൾക്കിപ്പോൾ ഓൾറെഡി എന്തായാലും ഇത് മനസ്സിലായി കാണുമല്ലോ. അപ്പോൾ ഇനി ഞാനിത് മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയണമെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾ കമൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക. അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് വേറൊരു വീഡിയോയിൽ ഇത് ഞാൻ മലയാളത്തിൽ ഒന്നുകൂടെ പറയാം. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഈ വീഡിയോയിൽ ഇനി മലയാളത്തിലൂടെ പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇതെവിടെ വരെ ചെന്നെത്തുമെന്ന് ഒരു പിടുത്തവും കിട്ടുന്നില്ല. So for the time being, let me wind up this video. So don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment. So see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Sadguru Esharan.